It's that time again. You know, when you see another video, it's time for reaction. I'm not gonna hold you up. We're gonna get straight into this reaction video. Don't forget to like, comment, join the family by subscribing. If you are new here, please subscribe. And if you are returning, let's get straight into today's reaction.
Okay, so a lot of y'all don't really know my story, and I'm really not about to go into it. But let me tell you how I got addicted to crack. Okay. When you say it out loud, it really sounds so fucking ridiculous. Like, looking back. And mind you, I am like a couple 100 days clean. I'm like 6-7 months. So let me not jinx myself. Knock on wood. But I think that part of my life is over. So I know these people got these long ass story times. I'm not finna do that. I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna get straight to the stem. Okay. Back in the day, way back in the day, back like where 80s had the good crack back in the day. I was doing dope. Okay. I'm not gonna tell you how I did that. I'm not gonna tell you. I just had a friend that had a friend that had a friend, and after a while I was like, shit, let me try it. And then after trying it the size of my pinky for like 3 days, bitch, I was dope sick. Can I say bitch? Anyway, I was dope sick. So then I decided that I wasn't about to buy my own packs. I was just gonna go down to the city to Baltimore and get a gram. Okay. Then I thought I was gonna become the plug, but I was never the plug. I was the outlet. It seemed. I don't know. I just what it just. Long story short, selling drugs is not for me. Okay, because the drugs be doing me in, friend. They be doing me in. Okay, but I will stay for the fact that, let me put in my own defense, I am the cutest crackhead that you ever will see. Okay. Yes, some days I look like Nunu, and some days I look like Felicia, but both days I got that bag. Okay, and I don't suck dick for crack. Can I say? I don't know. This is probably about to get bleeped the fuck out, but I don't suck dick for crack. Okay, all my mouth do is talk shit and take hits. Okay, my mouth too dry, ain't got time for that. But I got a friend for you. Okay, I got some friends. I love my whole friends. Shout out to my whole friends that save me all the time, cause I used to have them selling both cracks. Okay, the real crack and the butt crack. Go friends, go friends. Anyway, damn, I loved my life, but really I fucking hated it, for real. Like, I don't wish that shit on my worst enemy. I really don't wish dope. Heroin, I do not wish that on my worst fucking enemy. Crack is just, ooh baby, just strap in for the ride, because it's never enough. One's too many and 1,000's never enough, and I learned that. But anyway, let me get back to when I was a crackhead. So since that was just so far long ago. Anyway, so back to, I was selling the dope, I thought I was El Chapo Jr. And one day, me and my friend, I'm not gonna put no names out there, cause my friend, you know who he is. Well, one day, we was waiting on a plug, so we pulled up on a plug, and the plug wasn't ready for us. Okay, so he
definitely wasn't a plug. If the plug wasn't ready for you, that ain't the plug.
We sitting in the car, but we're sick at this time. We is sick. And if anybody's ever been dope sick, like sweating, shitting, throwing up, like it got down to the point that, like, me and my friends, we was sharing packs for packs. Like, I even had to pull out the rig for this one, because I had to do a little bumpy bump just to keep myself well on the way to Baltimore. I'm speeding through an 80 and a 60 fucking ticket, because I ain't had no dope in a minute. So yeah, anyway. So we down there, we waiting on the plug. Well, the plug is waiting on his plug. Now that I look back, like, nigga, you wasn't the plug. Anyway, so we sitting in the car, and he like, yeah, it's only gonna be a second. He gonna give us some scramble. Has anybody ever heard of scramble? It is not eggs. It's not eggs, okay? Scramble is like a mixture of whatever the fuck's in the bottom of the bag. Let me just say that. So it was just enough dope to keep us well. I swear to God, I bust open this capsule. It had dope in it. It had pieces of weed in it. And I swear I will never forget this. I will never forget it. It even had a piece of hair in it. But you know what? I did it anyway. Okay. Anyway, yeah. So, and that wasn't enough. Person's still not here, so we getting fidgety in the back, like, hey, I should have known this nigga's not the plug, because I got a pocket full of dust, boy. Like, he was just trying to keep us around. Anyway, pocket full of dust. Looking back, like, I did some dumb shit. I'm not proud of it, but I don't regret it. Okay, everything is a lesson. Everything is a lesson. Anyway, so as I'm doing this piece of hair follicle and whatever dust is in this capsule to keep myself well till my sack arrives, he like the only thing.
Seeing how it makes other people should be the damn lesson to tell you not to do it at all. That should, seeing somebody and how they respond to that mess should have you not wanting to do it at all. But hey,
so I got my pocket right now. He was like, I got some hard. And I'm like, I'm thinking this nigga talking about dick, because they always talking about something. I got something for you, man. Yeah, whatever, nigga. So I'm like, I don't want none of that. Yeah. But he like, no, nah, it's some hard, it's some coke. And cause I personally back then I used to snort coke, but then I started shooting coke, because once I put the dope in the rig, just throw it in a bag, everything went in there. When in doubt, I shot it out. I'm a shooter, but I'm not talking about with my gun. Okay. Anyway, so and disclaimer, don't share needles on everybody, because nowadays the streets is sick. Okay, so my baby daddy called and interrupted the end of my thing, so I was wondering what happened to the last part of my crack chronicles. So anyway, let me try to pick up where I left off. So more of the story is he sent me in the store for a brown bag special. So I go in there and Ling like, what you want? How can I help you? I'm not being racist, just really what she said. And I was like, he sent me in here for a brown bag special. Me trying to be all incognito. So she like, oh, I got you, girl. So she pulls out the brown bag special. She like, you need this too? And she pulls out the pot scrubber. And I'm like, I'm not finna do no dishes, but I guess.
not the corner store on the team too. Like that is crazy.
And so this lady pulled out Newport Honey Box. She like, I put these in here for you. I put these in here. And she's really trying to be sneaky about it. But not really, but kinda. So I'm like, okay. And lo and behold, she got the glass roses. Now, mind you, now looking back, them ain't nothing but some stems. Okay, they're nothing but a good old-fashioned crack pipe. I don't know why they have those little decorative roses in there. Like, nobody uses those roses. I guess that's just the way to sell them in the store without getting in trouble. I don't know. But thinking about it, I seen a couple of them at my auntie house growing up. Yeah, like she was collecting them. She had boxes on boxes on boxes. But anyway, like, the less you know, the better, I guess. So she puts it all in there, and I go back. I go back, and I'm like, secure the bag. Here I am skipping, not knowing I got to be. Yeah, that part. And so, yes, now I have the brown bag special, and I have all the kit. The kit. Lo and behold, this will become like my Dora's backpack. You know how Dora and Backpack was besties for all her adventures? Yeah. That brown bag special was my bestie for like the next 10 years. Like, I ain't go nowhere without it. And for my friends that somehow had a missing pot scrubber after I came over, y'all wasn't doing dishes anyway. But I may or may not have taken some because I had needs, okay? And I was a fiend. I was a fine fiend, but I was a fiend nonetheless. And so I had to do what I had to do because, baby, ain't nothing gonna stop me from smoking. And so inside that was the roses. It was the Troy, whatever you want to call it, and was the good OG crack lighter. You know, the color lighters that are like kind of see through. You could pop the top off and the flame go real high. Like, yeah, that part. All right, I don't even know where I'm at. This is like part 3, and I really did not mean to get into it like this. I was just trying to tell y'all how I became a crackhead. So anyway, we rode till the wheels fell off, like whatever. So at this point in time, we just getting whatever for whatever, because I need to make sure I'm censoring myself because this should be suspect. So it's just to keep us up on the way home. At that point in time is when I started getting in trouble. So one time we got popped on the way back. We ended up.
He was a person. Clear.
Anyway, so we made it out. Woo. Like, the jails ain't shit. Let me just tell you that, because how was I getting? I wasn't about to be sick. Let's just say I wasn't about to be sick outside or inside jail. Anyway, so
despite the woman
That was the first time we got hit. So since we got hit, then we started getting into pre-trial. So we had to get clean, because when I said we was on the dope bad, we was on the dope bad. So, like, we try and get clean. Like, that shit was for the birds. Like, we really, I know for a fact, I only got clean when I got booked. Like, at one point in time, I didn't get no bonds no more. And like, I remember always having, I remember calling. Okay, so let me try to wrap this up where I can hurry the fuck up, because I'm over it. So when I got locked up for the last time with no bonds, I got to call my dad, and rest in peace to that sweet man's soul, and tell him that I don't have a bond this time, but at least I can get clean, because I was struggling so hard. Like, I really did try. At one point in time, we thought that we could shoot back down and still piss clean, but we was, at this point, we was doing anything. I really think that we was just doing anything. Like, we didn't really know. Like, we just so happened to get thrown into the game real fast, and we just ran with it out the gates. And so my dad was like, get clean, what are you talking about? And so I didn't tell him I was on dope, but I was just like, get clean, because like, he really had no idea. So yeah, when we got in trouble and it was in the newspaper, like, people treated my dad like shit. Like, they were like, oh my god, you were the worst parent ever, da 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 da. Like, they got bad training, bad home training, like, these kids is pieces of shit. Because when we all got in trouble, we was young, and literally my dad had no idea.
Now, to me, this is my opinion. In certain situations, I don't believe that. I believe peer mediation, like, your peers can also influence you. And obviously, in her situation, her peers influenced her. Like, she's seen friends do it, which made her try it. So it's not necessarily like the parent. Like, so it's just certain situations. Like, every situation ain't the same. Well, oh, it's the parents. They horrible people.
And so that's the fucked up part, because people just hear something and run with it. Like, when I say I was doing whatever I was doing, my dad had no fucking idea. He had no fucking idea. Like, I had people pulling up, and as long as they brought him a pack of cigarettes and some soda, like, that's all he thought they was doing, was dropping that off. He had no idea. So yeah, I did what I did, and the people is right. Like, I was definitely poisoning the community. So, and I 100% agree with me going to jail, because I was doing shit that was killing people, you know? Like, I was bringing that to people, and they could be dying. So, like, it is my fault. So I definitely get that. But my dad had no idea. He had me in church classes. I was in ballet. Like, I was in soccer. Like, you look at me and my background at that point in time, you would have never ever thought that I had my hands in some heroin. So for my dad to go through all that, it was fucked up. So just so you know, y'all people's fucked up, and I still want to run that fade to everybody that said something about my daddy. Anybody that said something about my daddy can catch these hands, especially now that he's gone. Play with me if you want to, but that's beside the point. Let me not get on here threatening people, because I have tried to change my life. And so I remember being in jail, and it was the first time I was ever dope sick, because I had it all the time. Like, so I never had, I mean, being sick on the way down there was like a little couple minutes, something like that. But actually being sick and like getting clean, detoxing, never did it. Never, ever. Until I was locked up and I didn't get back out. I think I was locked up for like 9 months straight that time. And that was my first time in jail. And so, like, when I say I was in there skinny as a motherfucker, my drawers were swinging in the wind. Like, I could part my legs and swing my drawers in the middle. That's how skinny I was. Like, 00 ain't have shit on me. I don't know. I was just nothing but skin and bones between the dope and the crack. And so I spent 3 days in the medical cell. Mind you, fuck RSW. Like, y'all some shit. People be dying up in there. Like, one of my friends just died up in there. Like, y'all don't be doing shit. Like, where is NBC, CNN with ABC when we need it? Because y'all need to watch out for that fucking jail. That jail is some dumb shit. Like, they left me back there for like 3 days. When I say they barely checked on me, I remember at one point in time I was shitting and throwing up at the same time. Like, how was it coming out both holes? I don't know, but they did. And I remember drinking a milk bag and eating some peaches, and when I threw up, the milk was curdled. It came out like cottage cheese. Like, what the fuck? And so I'm thinking that Jeffrey the butler was coming by to clean it up because I literally puked in a whole fucking sex cell. And it was everywhere. That shit stank, but really, I just want to go back to sleep. My legs was running a marathon. Like, it was awful. And Jeffrey the butler never came. But what the fuck y'all got trustees for? They literally left me in there with my shit, my puke all on the floor for days. Like, so RSW, you're not shit. And I'm never paying for that tablet that's broke.
And unfortunately, even in a hospital, if you get a person that's an addict or something and they do this same exact thing, it's crazy because it's like they addicted to something, they on something, like they don't give no care. They don't care. Like they'll be in there suffering and you'll be like, oh my God, this is sad. If you really see how they treat the people that's, like in there, it's crazy.
That's broke. Y'all can, yeah. And so after that, I promised myself I was never, ever, 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 ever going to get high on dope again because I don't wish that shit on my worst enemy. Dope is the devil, for real. And so I never did. I've been clean ever since. But mind you, I did hit a piece of crack one time and died. Like, how that happens, I have no idea, but that's a whole nother story for a whole nother day. But I literally hit it one time, and I woke up, and the ambulance was around me, and the people was like, man, we just had a Narcan you. And I'm waking up like, Narcan? What are you talking about? Because I've been clean for like 7 years at that point. They was like, yeah, man, we Narcaned you. And I was in my head, I'm like, well, Narcan me off crack, da-da-da-da. Yeah, that's crazy. And my plug didn't even know that it had it in there. Because I was like, nigga, what you give me, a snitch bag? Like, put my dick in the dirt. Like, one hit. Now, my other friend, she was all right when she hit the shit because she was dibbling-dabbling in both worlds. But me, I was a coke connoisseur at that time. Okay? That's a fancy word for crackhead. In case you didn't know, there's levels to this shit, young boy. But yeah, so she didn't die, and I did, and thank God she was there because everybody else ran. And a couple people stuck around, and they called the ambulance, and I woke up soaking wet with Narcan in my body. And so, like, it fucked me up in the head because how did I just die in a trailer in West Virginia that nobody knows? And they definitely would have thought that I OD'd off heroin, and everybody would have thought I was back on that shit, but left my kids like, my obituary would have been fucked up. So I'm glad, thank you Jesus, that I'm still here because I had some angels looking out for me, and I will always love this girl because she literally did save my life. I like.
And they run because they know, like, this is illegal, like we're not even supposed to be doing this, let alone the people that's selling it to us, and they try to get the hell out of there. So it was somebody looking down watching her because most of them would have took the hell off and she would just been dead, gone.
My plug didn't even know that was in a, like, what? And he had thrown me something, so next thing you know, imagine how many bodies I would have had under my belt because I'm the queen of, like, Oprah giving out crack for everybody. Here, a hit for you, a hit for you, like, but I'll be under the jail with that bag. So, story for another time, but other than that, I've never, ever touched the dope ever since. So when I got out, I was stuck on I'm not going back to that, and I just ran with cocaine. And getting good powder around yonder where I'm at is few and far between. You're really getting a batch of a meth mixture, okay, and you really can't tell the difference except for the burn. And so I wasn't really fucking with that, and so I just started smoking crack. I was like, whatever, I'm just gonna hit stem. I'm already used to it. So, and it was down, it was gone. It was up from there. Okay, it wasn't up, it was all downhill from there, but to the races I went, and I have been a crackhead ever since. Coke connoisseur. Okay, coke connoisseur. But yes, it sucked. It really did suck, and I'm just now getting my shit together. Just because I don't want to do that no more. The life sucks. Like, you're always exhausted, you're always tired, like it's never enough, so you're always trying to figure out where to go, where from here. And I was always like, let me try to do something to benefit my family, so I'm constantly trying to, like, come up off the shits, and I never came up. Like, every now and then I did, but I had such a bad habit that if I didn't send my money, boom, straight to my baby daddy for my kids, like, I always had this, is it worth it, let me flip it and reverse it type shit and try to become a millionaire off these crumbs, and it just never happened. It never happened. I mean, I had a pack of Pampers every now and then, and I was always like, I'm not coming home tucking my tail. Like, I'm coming home with something for my family, so it don't look like I was just running these streets for the past 18 years. And it didn't. So I'm in recovery court now, and that's what's helped me. Dead ass. Like, recovery court, I don't know if y'all ever heard of drug court. It's like the last straw. Okay, and if I fuck up, I got way more time over my head than if I would have sat my little dumb ass in jail. But I've always gotten out of jail and repeated the same process. Like, I be playing with probation, and it's only a matter of time before I'm back to the crib. And so, this time I was like, let me do something different, and I started the program. And the program's so fucking strict that fuck up if you want to. Like, so that's not an option for me. And so, thank God, by the grace of God, and my dad being my guardian angel, I am still clean to this day. And I just don't fuck around with the fuck around, so I won't fuck around and get smoked. Or fuck around and smoke. So I'm gonna wrap this up, and some more of the story is crack is fucking wiggity wiggity whack. It sucks, don't do it. And anyway, life's great, pussy still good, still eating cake, wishing that a bitch would. I got my foot up on her neck, as a bitch should. That's it.
One thing about it, please don't try to be the outlet and the plug at the same time and think you're gonna be a millionaire, like think you're gonna come up. Like, no. The outlet wins every time.
Okay, so part 2 of why did I become a crackhead? Why, friends? Why? Like, all these things I could have did in life, and I decided to become a crackhead. Not some of my finest moments, but moments nevertheless. You know, I was out there, I had a ball. Like, I got some stories I'd never tell them. Maybe. But I got some motherfucking stories, because when you be around motherfuckers that do crack, anything is possible. Anything is possible. Anything is possible. Like, motherfuckers that do crack will do anything. I'm trying to tell you. And disclaimer, let me put the disclaimer. The first 10 minutes of somebody getting high on crack and the last 10 minutes of somebody getting high on crack will show you the exact person that they is. Let me try to tell you. Because the first 10 minutes is how they gonna be. But the last 10 minutes will show you exactly what they'll do for that shit. Because when you realize you ain't got no more crack, your mind gets to scheming. And that's when people's true demons be coming out. Like, I done seen some shit. Anyway, but that's not the point. Just don't do crack, friends. Just don't do crack. So, I'm back to the car with my little brown bag special looking like a kid on the way to lunch. I don't know. So I'm feeling a little bit better, but I don't know what this dude's doing. So he is fixing everything up, whatever the fuck it was. Now I know back in the day, and I could do this at 2.5 seconds because don't play with me. But he was burning the toy, putting it in there, putting a stem. Like, what I'm trying to say, that bag had crack pipe in it. Can I say crack pipe on here? Whatever, it had a motherfucking stem in there. And it had the toy, it had the original OG crack lighters. You know, the ones that see-through color ones, you pop it off the top and the flame go all the way. You know what I mean? Sometimes I burn my nose hairs, almost burn my eyebrows off. Thinking I even put 2 lighters. When I'm trying to tell you I was a demon, like, yeah. But anyway, so back to the crack. So anyway, I'm sitting in there in the back seat, just looking. At one point in time in my life, when I would be sitting in the back seat, my mouth would be watering because I'd be ready to get high. But even though it lasts 2.5 seconds, like, it's such a waste of money. It's such a waste of money. If I think about all the money that I've spent on crack, I ain't even gonna mention it because my baby dad would put me the fuck out. Like, I really should not be in this apartment right now. Like, seriously. I don't know, crack is whack. Like Whitney says, crack is whack. Anyway, so I'm sitting there back, So he put the little crack rock on there. Mind you, I'm still not processing that this is a crack rock. Okay, and that at this point in time, my whole life was finna change. So, anyway, he passed it to my friend. Of course, I'm gonna put my friend out there first. Shout out to my bitch. Because she always take one for the team. When I'm trying to tell you, that's my dog, that's my dog, that's my dog. Anyway, so my big titty friend, I'm pretty sure she hit it on first, right? And handed it to me, but she OG, so it don't matter what the fuck she hit. She gonna act like that shit don't phase her, like, knowing damn well her joke was probably like, dun-dun, 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 dun-dun. Yo, bruh. But anyway, so.
And mind you, anything, just like anything else, like, it will affect you different than the next person. So you can't go off that. So when people go off like, oh, she's straight, like, girl, it don't mean you straight. But of course, like, she didn't know that.
No, bullshit. All right, so anyway, my friend, and then she like, it's only, now I'm thinking about it like, damn, I should have been like, bitch, you just smoke some crack. But anyway, so she like, I'm all right. I noticed that she didn't die. Like, nothing's wrong with her. Like, she's not automatically run around itching, feeling. Because most people insinuate that if you smoke crack, you gonna suck dick and steal. And I told a lot of people that I turned on, mind you, and this is the worst thing I could ever do in my life. And I do know that I'm a very shitty person for this. I used to turn people on to crack to benefit me. You know, like, I'll give them a hit, turn them on, just so I know, because I can spend their bread or I can make them do what I wanted to do. And at the end of the day, that shit ruins people's life. So if I ever did that to you, I would like to apologize, because I ain't shit.
One thing about it, while she telling her story, she owns up to everything. She apologizes, like, she know that it wasn't right. That's one thing about her telling her stories. And let me remind you, some people laugh to keep from crying. And she's telling this story, and that's her way of actually coping and getting around being able to tell y'all exactly, like, what happened.
Okay, I ain't shit. So, anyway, so I realized she didn't start sucking dick, and she didn't start stealing nothing. So I'm like, oh, my dog all right. So what's up? Let me get some. So I'm in the back looking like Pipehead Polly, you like this, you know, looking dumb. But anyway, so my bitch hit me the shit. I hit it, and I can't really remember, because I didn't smoke so much crack, so whatever. I can't really remember my first hit, but I do know that I used to shoot coke, so shooting coke's like the rush of that, like feeling the gas in your face. And I'm sorry if I'm triggering anybody, because anybody in addiction knows, like, just to change, your whole body changes. So with the crack, I do remember feeling like high, but I just realized it wasn't that long. But I didn't realize that the fuck is the point. Like, that is why crack is so fucking stupid. It's because, like, it hits you hard, it hits you fast, and that shit is gone. And there's never enough, bro. There's never enough. Like, my dumbass would try to buy 50-50s instead of buying a ball or a half or a quarter or an ounce. Knowing damn well, like, I probably touched that shit in a day or two. But I'd rather spend... We not talking about it no more. Anyway, I fucked them pandemic checks up. Stop playing with me. Like, little do my baby daddy know that I was getting a lot more than he thought I was, and that shit was going from Wednesday to Wednesday. But once again, not my finest points in life, but you can't do nothing now no more, baby daddy. It's gone. It's gone. In case you ever see this, I'm sorry. Okay. I gave him some money now that I'm clean, so whatever. Whoop de fucking do. How about that? So the chase, I didn't feel the chase. Like, I wasn't like, oh my god, let me get another hit of crack. Because once again, when you say it out loud, it sounds dumb as fuck. I wasn't like, bitch, give me some more crack. But at some point in my life, I was, for real. I used to have these things I call crack attacks. Like, don't play with me. Don't. That was not something to play with. Okay, if I was having a crack attack, get the fuck. Because I'm not fucking playing. Run me my shit. Like, I used to be evil. So, no, mind you, I never did rob my mama. Everybody else is free game now. For real. Because crack, I lost so many friends over crack, like, they're more than any drug, even with, but it's just crazy because it was crack. Like, I really didn't want to argue or lose my friends over crack. Like, just saying that is so whack. Like, really, if you ask me, if I got it, yo, I'm busting down crumb for crumb, my nigga. We will share a push if we got to. Like, it's whatever. But motherfuckers used to do me dirty, bro. Do me dirty. Like, if I put a little crumb right here, and it's me and you in here, and my crumb gone, who the fuck smoked it? Casper? Like, you over there like this? It was me. Like, get the fuck out of here. I'm trying to tell you, bitches be shicey. But anyway, I didn't feel no chase, and so I thought everything was good, mind you. So we went about our day, everything worked out. So eventually we started on our little trips back and forth, because mind you, I'm still addicted to dope at this time. On our little trips back and forth, we realized it was a lot easier to buy a little bit of crack, because I didn't want to carry around needles and shit on the trip. Like, that's more paraphernalia. Like, we get pulled, like, where am I gonna put that? So we just gonna get some crack. All right. Lord, I'm still trying to adjust to this, but we decided we would get some hard on the way back, so that we would stay up, because it was like a 2.5 hour drive to re-up every time we was doing it. And at some point in time, we was going like every day, a couple times. Never mind. Allegedly, we was going like every day, All right. So, we would get high because we had to get well. And so we do the dope. And so, of course, instead of...
When she say, well, like, when you addicted to something and you don't have it, like, you start getting sick because your body is trying to detox itself.
It's 9 now. On the way back, we like how we gonna stay up, so we hit the joint on the way back. So then we start smoking crack on the way back.
Kind of delighted.
And everybody was like, y'all dumb bitches smoking crack. And we was like, shit, we don't care. Like, shout out to my bitch, for real. I really hope you do see this one day, because shout out to you, bitch. I remember one time me and my bitch was coming back down from the way. It's in the middle of the snow. When I'm trying to tell you, this was in my full blown. No, I wasn't full blown yet. I was still a baby crackhead. This is when I was trying to be cute, and I was like, can I get a little tester? Like, I was acting like I was getting crack for somebody else, but really it was me. But so let me make another one. Now let me just tell y'all about what this bitch did. So one time we went down there and it was in the middle of the fucking snow. Like, when I'm trying to tell you, it's a snowstorm, but when it comes down to dope, don't play with me, because I'm not finna be sick. So we drove all the way down there and we in this bucket. But it don't matter, yo. So we make it down, we coming back, right? Allegedly. And I'm telling her, slow the fuck down, bitch, because it's snowing outside. This bitch, I don't even know what she did. I don't know what she did, but somehow we ended up hitting a guardrail and we lost the whole fucking tire. How the tire pop off the motherfucking car? When I say ride till the wheels fall off, we did. And we didn't give a fuck. Like, we called another ride and was like, yo, we got something if you come get us, like, but it's just crazy. And I'm like, bitch, you better push this joint to Virginia, because I'm not about to get stopped in Maryland with you, yada yada yada. And so we did. We made sure we was in Virginia. Like, when I say we was riding on rims, my nigga. But anyway, we made it. Shout out to my bitch. Shout out to my bitch. All right, since y'all love my story time so much, let me tell y'all about the one time that me getting high ended me up in the motherfucking psych ward. Okay? It sounds like I'm really here now, but that's just my kids in the background, okay? She should be in a straight jacket. I don't know. I don't know if it's because I had drugs in my system, or she was just outside with me. I don't know, but she's certified crazy. She walks around like a boogie with the hoodie, for real. And like, I tell her something and she looks at me and she does this. Like, she don't even know how to cross her arms right. Like, she's supposed to say no, but anyway. So one time I was in federal probation. So on federal probation, I had a PO that would just pop up at my house. So like, I wish I could say his name, but wherever I could see him, because I ended up trying to do federal drug court and I failed, so I just ended up maxing out my time, and here I am trying to do drug court again in the state, but I'm actually acing it this time. You see these muscles? Yeah, big dog. Okay. But so my federal PO would pop up anytime, any place I was at. So he would call me. Sometimes he would just knock on my door. And my son has autism. Imagine trying to get him to be quiet, you know, because the police knocking at the door. Sometimes I just had to go ahead and turn myself in and squat and cough, because I already knew it was coming. But I'd be at work, he'd pop up. Oh my God, I got another story for y'all, but I'll tell y'all another day. Matter of fact, I'm gonna tell y'all now. One time he popped up while I was at work, and I already knew I was dirty because I had this thing called Toxin Red, but it costs like $200. You order it offline. Let me not tell none of y'all no bad habits, so never mind. But it took too long to get there. And once you start taking the stuff, if you mess it up, then you mess it up. So I had messed it up. I don't understand why I thought I could take detox pills, smoke crack, and then still be detoxed. Doesn't work like that, right? The math's not mathing. And so he showed up one time at my job, and my case is over. I'm knocking on wood again, but my case is over, so he really can't come back and get me. So anyway, so he came. He's a dude, so he couldn't watch me pee. I so happened to be on lunch break. I was like, fuck, what am I about to do? Because I'm about to go to jail. Okay, and that's when the marshals would come get me. So I'm like, oh man, I got my son was a baby then. I didn't even have my daughter. But so I didn't know what is there left to do. So I took my lunch, which so happened to be orange oodles and noodles. It was chicken oodles and noodles, and I put the broth in there. You should have seen the parsley and stuff from the seasoning pack floating around in the cup. And I thought, like, if he seen that, then I was just gonna have to tell him I had gonorrhea. But I passed it. It just needed to be warm enough, and they needed to say negative. And shout out to Top Ramen because I won. So anyway, so I was dealing with him all the time. He would pop up on me. So after ducking him for a while, like, he already knew I was up to my bald head hoe shit. So I was like, what can I do? Because I need 3 days to get myself clean. And not knowing I was a chronic crack user, that it really wasn't going to be enough. So I'm like, fuck it. I'm going to check myself into the mental hospital. Because if I say I'm on suicide, they're going to lock me up for 3 days. I'm going to get out. By the time he pop up when I get out, I'll be clean. So I go in there and I'm like, I need a break. I can't do this no more. Like, I just need a break. So they're like, all right, come on, ma'am. Let me check you in. I'm thinking life is great. Like, I think I got this in the bag, right? So here I am. As soon as I come in, I was in for a rude awakening anyway, because they're like, give me your property, take your clothes off. So I'm used to the procedure, you know, I'm used to that. So I wasn't really phasing it, except for they never gave me my clothes back. They gave me these yellow pair of grippy socks in a hospital gown. And since I was a girl, they gave me 2. No, actually, they only gave me 1 at first. And they said I had to earn my clothes back. And so I'm like, I'm really fake crazy right now. So I'm really not understanding why I really had to be there. But I put myself there because I thought I was being slick. So as I'm doing my intake, they're taking my blood, da-da-da-da-da. And I'm thinking, since I'm in a psych ward, everything is confidential. Why I go up there and they're like, Miss Bailey, to the manager's office, I don't know, the front desk, the nurse's station, whatever. So here I go up there. Now, mind you, I had thought I beat the system. I pick up the phone. They're like, you got a phone call. I'm thinking it's my baby daddy, because he's the only one that knew I took off to the crazy house, you know. I was trying to keep it on the low. Didn't want my plug to know I was crazy. None of that. And so I pick it up, and it's my fucking PO. They somehow then found out I'm in the crazy house. He's like, Tier, what are you doing? And I'm like, I'm just going through it, you know. I just needed some time because, and he's like, I don't want to hear it. I already got your blood results and you're positive for cocaine. Yeah, that was me right then and there. I was like, how the fuck he find out? They just sent my blood off, and I'm thinking, I'm like, where's patient confidentiality here? Where's HIPAA when you need them? Nowhere to be found. So now here I am stuck in this crazy house for 3 days. He's also telling me that he's gonna pick me up when I'm done, so that I gotta turn myself in anyway. So here I am for the next 3 days, earning my clothes back, eating off a floppy tray. I ain't got no straw, I ain't got no fork, I don't got nothing. Look at Psycho Sally. I walk around with grippy socks with my ass out in the back, and I'm sitting down like, now I'm mad because here I am stuck in this motherfucker. And these motherfuckers really is crazy. I got one motherfucker to the left of me throwing shit. I got the other girl over there rocking back and forth like she is really nuts. And here I am just detoxing, mad as hell, and I can't get out to get no crack. Worst decision ever. Like, when I say I done did some dumb shit in my addiction, that's about the dumbest. And they told me if I ever brought my black ass back, that they was keeping me for 7 days. So never again will I play the crazy part. And if anybody's thinking about going to the crazy house to get out of a piss test, don't do it. That is all.
No, for real. She's telling the truth, because them 10-13s, they don't play. Baby, you're in a room with no TV, no remote, no nothing. You can't talk to nobody, call nobody. You gotta have special slippers. You gotta have a special, like, nothing. You don't even, nothing. Only person in there is the person you damn told. So yeah, be careful about, oh, I need a break, baby. Go take a vacation or something. It's not to be played with, to go to a hospital and play like you're crazy, because there are some people that really is gonna be crazy in that motherfucking place. So you go to a facility, tell them, you know, you crazy, or like, you know, you just want to give up and stuff. The hospital will keep you to a certain extent, but when they release you, they're going to release you to another different facility. And those people in it is definitely fucking crazy. So y'all better be careful. If you tired and exhausted, go on a trip, please. And don't do what she did. Because, yeah, I don't know how they figured out that maybe her baby daddy probably told them that she done checked in somewhere. Because how did the hospital know? How did the mental place know where she was at? But yeah, y'all, when I say like she tells her story in a unique way, basically she jokes and laughs a lot, but this could be her coping mechanism to like get her story out there and to keep her going. Some people, when they in a distress mode or embarrassed or something like that, they laugh. You feel me? So she's not, the stuff she's saying, she don't think that actually funny, but at the same time she's trying to make a serious situation into a, you know, like a coping situation and funny at the same time. That's just her way of coping. She tells her story really good. And the thing is, I'm from Baltimore, and Baltimore is one of the cities that is known for that stuff. Drugs, period. Like, it's kids that's losing their parents to overdoses and losing their parents to the streets because their parents are really bad on this stuff. It is crackheads that is trying to sell like a drug dealer, but actually doing the stuff. Like, it's all of that. So what she's saying, like, I can really picture all of this stuff because I'm from Baltimore, and baby, it is bad up there. It is bad, and I am very blessed to have two parents that decided like up here is just too much, because baby, they moved us out of there because like it's just too much going on, like from the crime to the crackheads to the drug, like everything is just a lot. So I pray for those children and family members that are dealing with it. It's a sickness, literally a sickness. People are growing up without their parents on this stuff, and that's any place. Like, if you have a crackhead in your family, if you have a family member that's on that stuff, if you know, you know. Like, it is the horriblest thing that you could ever go through with a family member and still try to support them. And then at the same time, it's your family member, but you can't really trust them. They come to your house, and next thing you know, when you open your eyes, like a blink, because you know how fast we blink, you blink and all your stuff is gone in the fucking house, and they done already sold it to get their stuff, right? Like, yeah, it's a horrible experience to go through. I'm glad that she's decided to, you know, do better for not only her kids, and her kids' father. And it seems like that he is supporting her through thick and thin. So that's a good thing that she has somebody on her side. Her dad was on her side, but you know, he passed away. Now, I did another storytime reaction video to a different video, and that's the video underneath this video. But yeah, pretty much she tells her story very clear. I always wanted to know at least one, because some of them can't even tell a story like this. Some of them just can't. It's hard for some of them to even get off this stuff. So you don't know how it started, how it happened. A lot of them have their own stories to tell, but I always wondered, like, at least how some of them respond, act, or what made them do it. So she's literally telling her story. You guys, drop down in the comment section what you think about her story, or do you have a story like that? Did you know, lose a loved one to an overdose or anything? Drop down in the comment section what you think about this whole reaction video. Don't forget to like, comment. If you are new here and you reached the end, join the family by subscribing. Like, just subscribe. Like, over here we do reaction videos. A lot of times we talk about crime videos, as in like murders or someone's missing. So yeah, we got enough room over here. Join the family by hitting that subscribe button. If you are returning, you know how we like to do it. Like, comment, and share this video. And everybody, I hope you all have a blessed day. Peace.